Hey.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good. How was the tour?
Lovely. What
Yeah?
a venue. Yeah. No, it's a stunning place. I've actually been here before, but when the doors open, it's like it was
Really?
new again. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've not seen it empty, obviously, and just to kind of see the grandeur, the chandeliers, and everything.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic space.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I actually want to get into your first time being here, but actually I've never met you before. This is our
Oh,
first time
I
meeting.
know.
This is our first time meeting. I've met you, I guess,
Virtually.
virtually.
Yes.
And the pleasure of doing so. As you're here,
Yes.
and I'm kind of new to who you are in your business,
Sure.
so would you mind explaining to me what is it that you do?
All right. Well, who I am, I'm Otty,
Hi.
and I have the pleasure and honor to kind of lead an amazing collective of musicians under the banner of the SoundHouse. So it's the SoundHouse band. We basically play music for high-end corporate events, whether that's weddings, charity fundraisers, corporate stuff. But we're very much focused on the music. That's kind of like our USP, if you wish. You
Yeah.
know, yes, we care about presentation and the glitz and the glam, but before anything else, we want to make sure that musically we are always a step ahead in terms of the medleys, the repertoire, the way we put things together, present it. And that's kind of like the goal for our collective. So you should come check it out.
I actually do. Just send me a couple of videos, or even if I can see you in person.
That
Even
is
better.
always the best way.
Yes,
Yeah,
when
indeed.
COVID
Indeed.
eventually surpasses,
Indeed, we will
I
get there.
would love to come and see you guys perform.
Sure.
So you said yes, you do corporate clients and so on and so forth. Are you allowed to name the people that you've performed for?
God.
NDA?
Some I'm actually not, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Some I'm not. We've had some pretty high dignitaries from Nigeria that we've done stuff for, royalty in a certain country, but I won't say which. We've done a few things here and
Elite
there.
people
A few things, yeah.
here and there.
Yeah, but then also we do the so-called normal people as well. We're here for everybody.
I like that.
Anything that needs live music, great live music, that's where we are. That's where you find us.
Amazing. So how long have you been doing this?
With the SoundHouse, this will be our 5th year.
Okay.
So yeah.
Amazing. So how did the name come about?
Do you know what? That you have to give credit to my wife for, because
Okay.
I was racking my brain as to what should we call ourselves, Pied Piper or something, like all kind of things came up.
Yeah.
And she woke up one morning and just said, "Oh, I think I'll get the name of your band." I was like, "Come on, what is it?" She said, "The SoundHouse." I was like, "I like that." And so yeah, she could trademark
Credit to
that.
the wife.
Credit the wife.
Wives do amazing things.
They are,
You know,
they are.
we give you ideas,
Yep.
we give you support,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. So 5 years. So before the band,
Yes.
okay, first of all, did you study music? Did you start playing when you were like 5 years old? How
I did
that
not.
snowball? No.
I have a very strange musical background.
Talk to me about it.
Because I don't really have a music background.
Okay.
I have a sports background.
Right.
So I am a former professional basketball player. So that's what I used to do.
Get out of here.
You know, I used to just play all kinds of sports. Basketball was my main sport.
Yeah.
But I played everything. Rugby, hockey, cricket, athletics, tennis, badminton, you name it. And it was only when I had an injury in basketball, so by now I'm in my 20s, that I learnt by accident that I could sing. I'd never.
Wait, how
sung.
did you learn by accident? How did you learn by accident how to sing?
In the shower, I think.
So you were just, showering away, singing to Boys to Men.
Music
and-
Soul Child.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
okay. I'm feeling it.
That's
Yeah.
what I was, and do you know, actually the moment, I can pinpoint the moment.
Yeah.
I was in church, I remember, and I was performing in like a nativity play.
Yeah.
And the show had finished, so I was in the green room just changing and singing Music Soul Child.
Right.
When I finished, I opened the door and there's 2 girls outside crying. And I'm like, what's the problem? They're like, we didn't know you could sing. And literally before that, I was just like, I can sing. And then kind of just went from there.
You actually brought 2 females to tears
Yeah.
because of how beautifully you sound.
Apparently so.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
an achievement in itself.
Yeah.
Don't think anyone can say that. I don't think anyone can say that.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So you love the venue,
Yes.
of course. So actually, first of all, congratulations on becoming shortlisted.
Thank
It
you.
was such a pleasant surprise to see you first of all, introduce you, and then you're like, oh yeah, you've been put through. I was like, yes, because you do so much, and your presentation was great. Thank you so much for sending that across. So at the moment, you're not an EVM member as of yet, but we will change that. How do you feel currently being in the industry in 2020 right now, and events obviously being cancelled and things like that? How are you finding, I guess, surviving and still standing out?
Yeah. Firstly, thank you to EVN for even helping us get shortlisted for the venue.
Absolutely.
And we know that there were, well, as you say, we're not part of the network yet.
Yes.
And so we know that it's been certainly favored. And thank you in particular to Dean. We met, I think, at an event some years back, and that's where the relationship started. But in terms of 2020, undoubtedly it's been a challenge. That's without a doubt. But I am someone who's very optimistic. I am someone who always believes that somehow things are going to be better, that it can, how we're going to turn it to something positive.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely having been planning, and it's given an opportunity to kind of take a step back and kind of, I guess, with a bit more detail now, plan how we want to move forward.
Right.
What we're going to do, how we're going to present ourselves, and to make sure that when we are back, what are you coming with that's going to be better? What are you coming with that's going to be different? Because I don't think negative indictment on anyone if you had this kind of time and when you came back you went somehow better.
Right.
And so for us it's been exciting to, especially with the core people in the team, we've had countless meetings now to plan how we're going to do our new promo. Sometimes people are like, how are you going to spend money on promo at this time? Nothing's happening. But I'm like, you know what? I believe something is going to happen and I want to be ready for it. So we generally go out, for example, as a 5 to 13 piece band. But obviously right now, events are smaller, so we're just like, okay, maybe we need to show that we can actually do smaller options. So we're trying to showcase now 2 to 6 piece bands, and we're in the process of trying to film some promo material around that, which we're going to do, which is going to be excellent. I think the way we're going to film it is going to stand out and kind of be a little bit different. So we've got a few things up our sleeve, and it's important because that's how we maintain momentum right now. That's how you keep the members of the band interested, and that's sometimes the hard part, because when you're doing so many events, you're kind of on a roll, and it's just like, yep, see you guys next week, or I'll do the next one. Yeah. Now you have this long gap, and it's like, okay, how are you going to keep people upbeat, excited, charged about it, rather than, okay, yeah, my instrument's just gathering dust over there, nothing's really happening. I've spoken to other people in the industry, and I know people are leaving the profession, selling their equipment, moving countries, moving job.
Wow.
So I appreciate that it's a very challenging time that we are living through, but we're choosing to kind of see the good, and we're also blessed to have a few residencies as well that have kept going. So we are still out here and there doing things, and also looking to do a bit more abroad as well, because obviously the rules are a bit less stringent in some places, so we're also looking to do that.
Oh wow, so and then you mentioned about destinations.
Yes.
Have you travelled as a large piece together, or have you travelled separately?
We've travelled as a large band together. Spain and Italy are the 2 predominant places we go to as a band, but I think our best connections are probably with Italy right now, especially in Lake Como. So that's what we're trying to get back into, and just show that we are still an option who's available. I mean, they have their challenges out there as well, because for them, as much as they're allowed to have the bigger events, many of their clientele are destination weddings. So they used to have American clients, and because they can't travel so much, they're also struggling nonetheless. So.
Okay, have you thought about traveling to places like America or Africa or places like that?
Africa, we'd love to do, because we really feel like we could have a great place there. Obviously, many of the people in the band are of African descent, so to be able to go and perform with someone like Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, that's something that excites us. And I do believe it will happen someday. We've not done it yet, but I think that we have something which could be fresh out there. So I hope that happens.
Again, rooting it back to EVN, we have quite a few destination vendors in the group, and we love you to be a part of it, because putting it into the universe and putting it into plans, we are working on a few things for us to kind of go global. I know we're only young, but we want to go global. So if we know that's something that you would do, that'd be even perfect, because I think even UK vendors, I think, and UK black vendors, I think it's important to say. It'd be really good to stretch it out there and to really kind of just show that you can do anything and anywhere, really.
Yeah, 100%.
So I'm looking forward to having you on board. Thank you again for coming today. It's been such a pleasure. Yeah. And I guess watch this space for 2021.
Yes, indeed. We'll be ready.
Yes. Thank you.
We'll be ready. Thank you.